Hi, I'm Addie with the Pickaway County Library, bringing you this week's Family STEM Challenge. Today we're going to look at two experiments that have to do with how salt affects ice. The supplies you'll need for these experiments are some thread, 2 plastic water bottles with lids and filled up with water, a marker, some salt, and a few ice cubes in some water. For the first experiment, you're going to need the 2 water bottles, the marker, and the salt. Take the lid off one of your water bottles and you're going to add some salt to it. I'm not measuring, just pouring some in. Give it a good shake, make sure it's all mixed up. Use your marker to label it somehow. I'm just going to put an S on top of mine so I know that's the one with salt. And then both of these water bottles are going to go into the freezer. Before you do that, make your prediction about which one you think will freeze first. Every 10 minutes, check on the water bottles to see how they're doing and record your results. Okay, so we put our 2 bottles in the freezer and we at first started checking every 10 minutes, but we noticed there wasn't a lot of change, so we decided to check every 20 minutes instead. You can see that the bottle with no salt started to freeze before the bottle with salt. You'll also notice that the bottle with salt did start to freeze, but it was more of a slushy texture, not large chunky pieces of ice like the bottle without salt. The reason is the salt is lowering the temperature at which the water freezes. So that's why they use salt on the roads when it snows, because you don't want the snow melting and turning to ice. The salt keeps the water from freezing. It has to be a lot colder for it to actually freeze. So here are our results. We would love to see your results. Please share them below this video on our Facebook page. For the second experiment, you'll need some ice cubes in water, a little bit of salt, and your piece of thread. First thing you'll do is you'll take a pinch or 2 of salt and sprinkle it right in the middle of one of your ice cubes. Then you're going to take your piece of thread and you're going to make a little loop. Just kind of loop it around in the middle of the ice cube and wait a minute or 2. After a minute or 2, you should be able to lift the ice with the thread. The salt makes the ice melt, then it freezes again around the thread. We hope you've enjoyed the experiments this week. If you've tried them, we'd love to hear from you. Feel free to comment below on this video or on our Facebook page at Pickaway County Library.